Good morning students, how are you all? So this is your geography class and your topic is weathering. What is weathering? Weathering, it is the process of breakdown of rocks and but not its removal. So we can say that it is described as disintegration or decomposition of rocks in size by natural agent and at or near the surface of the earth. It is so called because the disintegration or decomposition of rocks take place only by being exposed. There are some characteristics of weathering. It is involved in disintegration or decay of solid rock, depends on climatic elements, affect the surface of the earth, cause formation of soil, involve not one but several processes of cause disintegration of rock, can change hard massive rock into thinner material, and it prepare rocks material for transportation by agent of gradation. There are three types of weathering. The first one, it is your chemical weathering, physical weathering and biological weathering. So the first one, it is your physical weathering. It is also called mechanical weathering, and the main factor responsible for the physical weathering are temperature change, moisture, frost action and wind. So it is divided into three parts: block, granule and exploitation. So block, when temperature increase in daytime and decrease in night time, this repeated action cause the breakdown of rock. It is this lead to tension and splitting of rock down the block disintegration. Granule rocks are made up of different mineral. Weathering may also reduce rock of pieces and fragment. This type of disintegration is called granule disintegration. Exploitation, sudden temperature change may also cause fissure into which water penetrate, which in turn stimulates chemical weathering. And not good rocks are not good conductor of heat, so the sudden contraction and expansion fails of the outer layer known as exploitation. Now the chemical weathering happens like mineral in the rock suffer decay or alteration by the oxygen, carbon and water and various organic acid. It is the main process are oxidation, carbonation and hydration, and the next last one, it is your solution. So the first one, oxidation. Here oxygen is involved here, and mineral in rocks to atmospheric oxygen. In carbonation, CO2 involved there. All the climate all the carbon dioxide coming in contact with water produce acidic effect on rock. In hydration, the H2O is involved there, and it is a contact with the heavy rainwater. And solution, it is the process in which mineral in the rock dissolve in water, and all rock are subjected to solution in some extent. Here some some differentiation given here between physical and chemical weathering you can learn from here. So the last one, it is your biological weathering. Biological weathering, it is also known as organic weathering. Here all the living things are the main agent of the biological weathering. The first one, it is your humans. They are the most active agent of physical and chemical weathering. For example, mining, excavation, building, physical disintegration of rock, both physical and chemical weathering process involved here. Plant, the root of large trees reach deep into rocks and cause physical disintegration due to pressure. And the animal and insects like the animal and insects are like rabbits, worms, moles and insects being large quantities of fine material to the surface of the earth. So they are the process providing the chemical and acid for rock disintegration. Now weathering in different climatic region. The first one, it is your equatorial climatic. If it is your globe, the near to the equatorial line. So the equatorial climate here, humidity and temperature are always high. And in tropical climate, near to the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, differentiate is because here the heat and marble dry season and wet season are occur, and difference in heating lead to constitutionally high rate of evaporation. In dry climates or desert, mechanical weathering is most dominant due to high during range of temperature. In mid latitude or temperate climate, the most powerful agent of weathering is the frost action. And the polar climate at 90° north and south, it is more prevalent. Chemical and biological weathering in this area is negligible. Here only physical weathering happens. Now this chapter is complete here. Now learn all the question and answers from your book, and maintain your notes also. Thank you so much.